अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, आज हमारे साथ बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट 3 मेहमान मौजूद हैं। इन्होंने पाकिस्तान में रिसेंटली एक फेलोशिप प्रोग्राम जो APF प्रोवाइड कर रही है उसके तहत इनको पाकिस्तान जाने का मौका मिला और मुख्तलिफ़ शोबों में इनको स्टडी करने का मौका मिला। तो आइए इनसे मैं पूछता हूँ कि इनका ये एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा। सबसे पहले मेरे साथ है नूर शेख और उनके साथ हैं नवीन शोएब एंड आल्सो वी हैव जॉसलिन जेनेट, शी इज़ आल्सो वर्किंग विद APF। तो सबसे पहले मैं नूर शेख से पूछता हूँ कि आपका ये एक्सपीरियंस पाकिस्तान में कैसा रहा और आपने किस शोबे में काम किया।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम नूर है। मैं लाहौर में पैदा हुई थी और जब मैं 2 साल की थी मैं अमेरिका आ गई। अब मेरी फैमिली सनान में रहती है। Currently मैं Macaulay Honors College at Hunter अटेंड कर रही हूँ and I'm studying psychology and human rights. So जो मेरा human rights का कोर्स वर्क है उसके लिए मैंने एक internship करनी थी। So मैं ढूंढ रही थी कि कोई पाकिस्तान या साउथ एशिया से रिलेटेड कोई internship मिले and I was lucky enough to find this internship that APF was providing to work with NRSP, National Rural Support Program in Pakistan. इनके पास 6 मुख्तलिफ प्रोग्राम्स थे। तो मैंने एजुकेशन के लिए अप्लाई किया, इसलिए मुझे लगता है एजुकेशन एक बेसिक ह्यूमन राइट है जो सबके पास होना चाहिए। तो मैं देखना चाह रही थी कि ये जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है ये पाकिस्तान में जो विलेजेस हैं उनको कैसे how they are making sure that these villages have education and proper like अच्छी education. So yeah.
अब मैं नवीन शोएब से पूछता हूँ कि उनका कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा पाकिस्तान में काम करने का।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम नवीन शोएब है। मैं कराची में पैदा हुई थी, फिर मैं मेरी फैमिली के साथ हम न्यूयॉर्क सेटल हो गए थे। Currently I am a graduate student at NYU for public health. So the reason why I wanted to partake in this fellowship is because I'm in the public sector and I want to continue in the development sector for my career. So we worked under NRSP for 6 weeks, and NRSP is basically an organization, a local support organization that focuses on giving the basic necessities for communities that do not have the basic necessities. Personally, I worked on the WISE program, Water, Immunization, Sanitation, and Education. And we went to a couple of the villages in Punjab where we were able to interview the villagers and basically get a good idea for what NRSP does.
And also get opportunity to speak with Jocelyne Jeannot. I have seen her work recently. She's been working with the American Pakistan Foundation for many years. What make you to start this fellowship program and how you are trying to build the bridges between two nations?
Yeah, so my name is Jocelyne. As you mentioned, I work at the American Pakistan Foundation. And at APF, I'm very fortunate to work with very bright Pakistani American students and young professionals who want to give back to Pakistan. And they're so dedicated, so bright, so passionate. A lot of the students and young professionals, on top of their job and going to school and being great students, they're involved with their communities, with several organizations, they're involved on campus. And these 2 young women are just phenomenal and perfect examples of that. And thankfully, we were able to facilitate the APF Fellows program this summer, where we were able to send these 2 young women along with 4 other folks from all across the United States, from California, Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico, and these 2 are from New York. They were placed at NRSP, which serves about 2 million households in rural areas of Pakistan. They were able to serve in various capacities, and I'm so glad we had this opportunity. And next year we're planning on expanding it and having it for a longer duration, so that way young folks who want to give back to Pakistan, who want to learn about the culture and the country and the people who really are in need, can have this opportunity to do so.
نور آپ بتائیں کہ آپ نے پاکستان میں کس ایریا میں زیادہ کام کرنے کا موقع ملا؟
تو میں پنجاب ایجوکیشن فاؤنڈیشن کے ساتھ کام کری تھی اور یہ موسٹلی ان کے جو اسکولز ہیں ساؤتھ پنجاب میں ہیں. سو ہاں میں گئی تھی بہاولپور اور رحیم یار خان میں. تو بہاولپور میں ہم ڈسٹرکٹس کے تھے, ایک تھا میلسی اور ایک تھا وہاری, اور رحیم یار خان میں ہم رحیم یار خان میں ہی رہے, تو وہاں پہ ہم نے اسکولز دیکھے.
آپ کیا سمجھتی ہیں جو اس وقت پاکستان میں کام ہو رہا ہے وہ کیسا کام ہو رہا ہے, اور آپ کس طریقے کیا سجیشن دیں گی کہ یہ جو پروگرام پاکستان میں ایجوکیشن کے چل رہے ہیں ان میں بہتری لائی جائے؟
تو مجھے لگتا ہے ابھی پاکستان میں اسپیشلی جو NRSP ہیں بہت اچھا کام کر رہے ہیں اور یہ بہت زیادہ کام کر رہے ہیں, لیکن لوگوں کو ان کا اتنا پتہ نہیں ہے جو ہم لوگ شہر میں رہتے ہیں. تو یہ جو کام کر رہے ہیں صرف میرا تو صرف ایجوکیشن کا تھا, لیکن ان کے پاس سوشل سروسز کی بھی بہت سہولتیں ہیں اور ان کے پاس مائکرو فائنینس کی بہت سہولتیں ہیں, جو یہ ہم لوگوں کو مائکرو لونز دیتے ہیں جیسے لائک $600-700 کے لونز, اور ان پہ جو انٹرسٹ ہوتا ہے ان لوگوں کے لیے مور مینیجبل ہوتا ہے, اور جب یہ لوگ وہ واپس پے کرتے ہیں NRSP کو, جو ان کا پروفٹ ملتا ہے ان لون سے NRSP یہ پیسہ سوشل سروسز میں ڈال دیتے ہیں جیسے ایجوکیشن. اور ایجوکیشن کے علاوہ ان کے پاس ایک اور پروجیکٹ ہے نیا قدم لمس پروجیکٹ. تو اس میں جن لوگوں کے پاس اگر جیسے if they don't have like a leg, or if they're missing like a leg because of some accident, they give them prosthetics, اور ان سے وہ پیسے نہیں دیتے, it's free of charge. I think one important thing that we can do is support programs like this. اس لیے جیسے کہ جو سہولتیں دے رہے ہیں جیسے the prosthetics, it's a lot of money and sometimes it's hard to sustain. So what we can do is support them and help them, and like it doesn't have to be just like with money, it can just be through awareness. So knowing what NRSP is doing and supporting them is a big part of it.
نوین شعیب صاحب آپ نے کام کیا پبلک ہیلتھ میں پاکستان میں, تو آپ نے کیا محسوس کیا کہ وہاں پہ اس وقت پاکستان میں کام کیسا ہو رہا ہے ہیلتھ کے شعبے میں, اور آپ کی جو اسٹڈی تھی تو آپ کیا سمجھتی ہیں کیا کیا کام وہاں پہ کیے جائیں جن سے جو ہے وہ اس ڈپارٹمنٹ میں بہتری آ سکتی ہے؟ اپنا ایکسپیرینس جہاں جس ایریے میں آپ نے کام کیا ہے اور جو وہاں پہ چیزیں لیک کر رہی ہیں تو ان کو ہائی لائٹ کریں.
تو میں نے WISE program, I worked with the WISE program, and in the WISE program the main focus is about promoting awareness and education, and I think that's basically a very important factor when it comes to trying to level up from villages to a local state organization.
This fellowship program which you did this year to highlight these two important areas in Pakistan, in the future what kind of plans APF is planning to provide fellowship for the other students?
Yeah, so we're hoping to expand the program next year, so that way more students can get involved and young professionals as well, and they will have a longer time period. So this was really our first time, so it was a bit of a pilot. They were the sort of the test subjects, and they were learning a lot from their experience there to improve the program in the future. And so they were there for 6 weeks, and hopefully in the future, next summer, we'll have a longer time period, so that way they can spend more time working at these organizations, getting to know them more, having some more involvement, and they're able to contribute that way. NRSP has a variety of different programs, and they're only highlighting 2 of the very many programs that help some of the poorest people in Pakistan get access to healthcare, education, just general knowledge. They get them involved politically. They do so much work. It's just absolutely amazing. And through their experience, I actually learned, even though I already knew about NRSP, I learned more about it. And we're looking forward at APF to share more about the phenomenal work that NRSP is doing.
کتنا ٹائم آپ نے پاکستان میں اس فیلوشپ کے لیے اسپینڈ کیا؟
So we did a 6-week fellowship in Pakistan. the first 2 weeks that we did there, we were actually debriefed about what NRSP does. We were able to meet with the different sectors, and we were able to go to their sites and actually see what they do individually. The next 2 weeks, we were able to go to field visits where I personally went to Bhavalpur, I went to Faisalabad and Rahim Khan. And because I did the WISE program, which is Water, Immunization, Sanitation, and Education, we were able to go to the chucks and to the villages and see firsthand the differences of how it was before and after the affiliation with NRSP. So NRSP basically, they promoted awareness on how to clean their houses, how to clean the area that they're staying in. They actually helped with hand pumps and water solutions in order to make the community better. One thing that people often fail to realize is the disparities between the middle class and the lower class. A lot of people think that people in the lower class do not want to help themselves and better up to level up. However, once going to the villages, I realized that a lot of these people don't have the resources and the access to actually sustain their lives. So NRSP basically goes there, they provide awareness and education, and they themselves are able to sustain their living. So one thing about NRSP that's very different from other organizations is that NSP actually does post follow-up visits. Many other organizations come to a place, come to a village, they'll give in their input, they'll provide resources. However, after the 6-week interval, they'll leave. But NRSP actually stays with them, they do follow-ups, and they actually maintain and to see where the certain villages are staying over time.
Yeah, they're really invested in the community. NRSP, they're not just coming for a one-off project, they're investing into the community and providing resources and knowledge, so that way the people living there are empowered.
So, APF का ये जो प्रोग्राम है, इसको आप कैसा समझती हैं कि ये कैसा काम कर रहे हैं?
So for what APF did for specifically us, they had this 6-week internship, and for people who weren't able to afford it, they actually gave us pretty much a scholarship and a stipend where we were able to go to Pakistan for free, and then the other half, NRSP covered for living expenses and for transportation. So I think this was a really good opportunity for students who want to get into the development sector, who want to actually see the disparities between the lower class, the middle class, the upper class. And we were based in Islamabad, which is a pivotal point in Pakistan. It's the main city, and you're able to go to different villages around. For example, Bhavalpur was a couple hours away, and Sihala, we went to Sihala, that was around 30 minutes away. Do you want anything? Is there anything else to add?
कुछ भी ऐड कर दें, आप ओपन कर लें.
I would just like to add more about NRSP, and just adding on what Jocelyne said about how I think one way NRSP is very different from other NGOs and organizations is that they're not about, वो नहीं चाहते कि बस हम पैसे इन लोगों को दें और चले जाएं. वो पैसे भी देते हैं, लेकिन उन पैसों से इन लोगों की ट्रेनिंग करते हैं. सो अगर किसी ने पंप बनाना है तो वो ये नहीं उनको पंप बना के दे देंगे, वो उनको सिखाएंगे कि आप पंप ऐसे बनाते हैं, और जो लोग वाटर पंप बनाते हैं वो दूसरे विलेजेस में जाके उनको भी सिखा सकते हैं. तो इस तरह ये जो तालीम है ये उनको दे रहे हैं, which is more valuable than just giving them money, you know. Or also just in terms of like not just providing like education, वो उनको इनमें शऊर पैदा करते हैं इन लोगों में. तो पहले जो लोग थे, फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे पंजाब एजुकेशन फाउंडेशन से मैंने देखा कि पहले लोग तंग आ गए थे कि जो गवर्नमेंट के स्कूल्स हैं, टीचर्स दे डोंट केयर, स्टूडेंट्स जाते नहीं हैं, तो उनको लगता था कि हमारे बच्चे तालीम हासिल करके क्या कर लेंगे, कि यहाँ पे कोई अच्छी तालीम है ही नहीं. जब से NRSP इन इलाकों में आई है, इन लोगों में एक ऐसा like जज्बा पैदा हुआ है कि वो चाहते हैं कि हाँ हमारे बच्चे स्कूल जाएं, इसलिए स्कूल जाके उनको इनकी एक ज़िंदगी बहुत बेहतर हो सकती है. So ये NRSP, ये जो they're changing the way people think and like they see it, how like people in villages see education.
आप तीनों मेहमानों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. اور یہ بڑا اچھا آپ کا پروگرام ہے. ناظرین آپ نے دیکھا کہ امریکہ میں رہنے والے جو ہمارے اسٹوڈنٹ ہیں جو بہت کم عمری میں آئے مگر آج بھی بے شک ان کی زندگی یہاں پہ گزر رہی ہے, ان کی یہاں پہ ایجوکیشن ہوئی ہے, ان کے فیملیز ادھر ہیں, مگر اس کے باوجود ان کا ہر وقت یہ خیال ان کے دل میں رہتا ہے کہ ہم پاکستان جو ان کے مدر لینڈ ہے اس کی بہتری کے لیے وہ کیا کر سکتے ہیں. تو دوبارہ میں نور شیخ آپ کا, نوین شعیب صاحبہ آپ کا, and Jocelyne Jeannot, I really thankful to you and your foundation. You're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you, Nazreen, for watching. Allah Hafiz.